A lot of times we get into the trap of confusing our thoughts with feelings. So whenever you notice yourself writing something out like, I feel like, and then putting what is actually a thought behind it, if you take the time to stop writing it that way and change it to, I think this, then it can help change your perspective on that subject. Welcome to CC Writes. My name is CC Lepke, and today I wanted to share a topic that is really important to me. In my new book, Fine, which will be released on May 15th, I tell the story of a teenager's mental health deteriorating as she struggles with rapid changes in the world as she knows it. Writing can be used to tell the stories of people who experience mental health crises. It can be used as a megaphone to share about mental health, but it can also be used as a tool to help cope with mental illness, stress, or anxiety in healthy ways. At the end of my book, I provided a mental health resource packet that will help people identify others who are experiencing a mental health crisis. But today, I want to share an extra coping skill that can help keep your mind healthy: expressive writing therapy. Expressive writing therapy is a lot like journaling in that it can help encourage people to express themselves through writing. But expressive writing therapy also recognizes that it's the technical aspects of writing that can help you organize your mind and put those thoughts into a healthier frame. Getting started with expressive writing therapy is actually pretty easy. The first thing you want to do is set a specific time frame in which you'll do your expressive writing therapy. This is just to help you remain consistent with the practice of it. When you start, you want to take the first 15 minutes of that time and just write freely, anything that comes to mind, whatever you feel, whatever you're thinking. One of the things that can be really helpful during this point in time is to write out thoughts and feelings that you have. And it's important to identify what is a thought and what is a feeling. A lot of times we get into the trap of confusing our thoughts with feelings. For instance, we'll say things to ourselves like, I feel like you hate me. But the reality is that somebody else hating you isn't a feeling that you have, it's a thought that you have. And identifying that I think that you hate me separates it from that emotional space. So being able to identify those things and make corrections to your thought process is a really helpful aspect in doing expressive writing therapy. So whenever you notice yourself writing something out like, I feel like, and then putting what is actually a thought behind it, if you take the time to stop writing it that way and change it to, I think this, then it can help change your perspective on that subject. After you're finished with that first 15-minute writing exercise, pick a genre and then take about 20 to 30 minutes to learn a technique of that genre. Learn everything that you can about it and try to understand it as well as you can. It can help if you get somebody who knows a little bit more about it than you do so that they can explain it to you. In those cases, there are a lot of videos online on my channel and on other people's channels that can teach you specifics about writing. There are also writing conferences that you can go to for a little bit of learning like that. And there are places like Skillshare, which just have a monthly membership fee where you can pay to take part in it. And then there are a lot of authors on that platform that share their writing knowledge and experience. So those are great ways to try and get a little bit more information on whatever subject it is so that you can learn specific techniques of writing. After you finish learning the techniques, take about 15 minutes and practice what you've learned. practicing the techniques of writing will actually help structure your mind over time. And as you learn the different techniques of writing, it'll start to show through in those first journaling exercises that you start out your expressive writing therapy with. So the more you learn the structure for writing, the easier it will be to help understand and delve through your own thoughts in your writing process. So as you're going through your expressive writing therapy exercises, one of the things that can actually be really helpful is if you use prompts. If you can get away with just writing your stream of consciousness in that first 15 minutes of your journaling, then that's going to be more beneficial than if you hem yourself in. But there are specific times when using prompts can actually be really helpful. Specifically, if you don't know where to start in your journaling, using a prompt can be especially helpful. Another great reason to use a prompt is if you want to focus your writing a little bit more rather than going off the rails and getting off topic of what's actually going to help you. If you do end up deciding that you need writing prompts, at least to help you get started, then go down to the description and you'll find a link to cclepkewrites.com and use that link to go to my website where you can download a free resource that I made for expressive writing therapy that provides a bunch of prompts and some space for you to write if you need it. And that's just my gift to you. There's no strings attached. Just go and download it and you can use that for your own benefit. One of the things that I absolutely love about expressive writing therapy is that both the technical and the practical aspects of writing can be soothing. It can create structure in the way that you think. It can help calm you down if you're experiencing a lot of frantic emotions. Just being able to put those out on the page can take and bleed away a lot of the pain that you're experiencing. It also gives you a really safe space where you can go and express yourself. With expressive writing therapy, you actually don't have to share it with anyone for it to be effective. You can just write out the way that you feel, and if you think you need to, you can just destroy it, get rid of it so that no one ever has to see it. It's up to you what you do with it. But anyway, I really hope that this explanation of expressive writing therapy can help you. And if you really want that extra push, just go to my website and get that free resource of the expressive writing therapy journal with prompts, and just make whatever good use of it that you can. So thank you for joining me today on CC Writes. I really hope you enjoyed our time together, and I will see you later.